Hello everyone, this is Retlesh Chand, BFA Warehouse Operations Manager. In this session, we're going to cover Received by ISBN, Receiving a Local Purchase. As you recall, in the last session, we covered receiving a local direct donation. Most of the fields are similar, most of the screens are similar, but there's a couple of key areas that we want to touch on in receiving a local purchase. Let's move on to the aid matrix screen and log on. From the logon screen, we're going to go to Start and Receive Inventory ISBN. And from this screen, this home screen, we're going to click on Next Step. Once we click on Next Step, it brings us to our Receiving Inventory screen. And in this area, we're going to, all the areas that are designated with a asterisk needs to be filled out, such as the transaction date, but the key area is in the broker area. If you look at broker area, since this is a local purchase, it's going to be under TAF purchase, and category is new, purchased, or used. Since we're doing a purchase, we're going to select purchased. And the unit cost, unit conversion, that stays the same. Authorized pre-receiver, again, enter in your full name. The condition of the book, again, whether it's excellent, good, poor, or unknown, we're going to select excellent for this example. And we're going to scroll down. The next critical area is the supplier vendor organization. So the field office that's making the purchase, they would be the supplier or the vendor organization name. For example, I'm going to use BFA Nepal in this example, and BFA Nepal is not a supplier vendor organization. So I'm going to click on Add Supplier Info and enter in supplier organization BFA Nepal. And I'm going to click on Insert. I'm going to click on Supplier Type, which is the BFA Warehouse. And once I have that information, I'll click on Insert, and the supplier was added successfully. Now I can go down to my drop-down menu and select BFA Nepal as the supplier. All right, click on Next to go to the next screen. And in this area, most of the local purchases are, they don't contain a barcode where we can scan the ISBN, and a majority of the time they're not included in the ISBN search org database. So what we're going to do is manually enter the barcode for this book that I just purchased. So the barcode that I'm going to enter is 978-984-3356123. I'm going to hit enter and then click out to see if this book exists in the database. And ISBN was not found. Okay, so I'm going to click OK, and now I have to manually enter this in. So I'm going to select the main selection category, and this book is a children's book, and the subcategory is the same as title. So I'm going to enter the title, which is Banana Draws a Picture. Once I have that in, I'm going to move to the receive information, enter in the project number, which is, for me, it's going to be BFA, and unit of measure is going to be eaches. Since I'm the one that's making the purchase, my waybill quantity is the purchase quantity for this title. So I'm going to select 10 because that's how many I want to purchase. And here's the key difference between a donation and a purchase is the unit cost. Since we are purchasing this, the unit cost is always going to be 0. All right. Now we're going to move to the subcategory additional details area. We're going to enter in the required fields. Again, ISBN number, which is 978-984-3356123. We're also going to enter in the item value. Again, as I mentioned, it's for local purchases, it's going to be $0. And if you have any other relevant information, such as the ISBN 10, publisher, author, you're more than welcome to enter that in, but it's not a required field. You can also enter in keywords as well. Once we have that information, I'm going to click on Add to Cart, and that title was successfully added. Now I'm going to move in the bottom of the screen, verifying the item that was added to the cart, and move to the next screen. Okay, so total quantity received, I purchased 10, quantity received is going to be 10 as well. I'm going to enter that, click next. Okay, and this is, as I mentioned, these screens are going to be similar to the other ones, so I'm just verifying the information if there was any damages or adjustments needed to be made, and proceed to the um, next screen. And again, I'm verifying the information. If everything looks correct, I'm going to scroll down, move to the right, and receive and process this receipt. And once that's done, you'll get a dialog box that indicates the items were received successfully. Click on OK, and as you can see up here, um, you have the children's book, and on the right, it shows the transaction type that it was received. Unit quantity received was 10, and the good quantity was 10 as well, so there was no damages. So having said that, that's how to receive a local purchase. The next session we're going to cover is how to dispatch.